Guys, you just found your way back to Explore Beyond Self, EBS. I am Dorcas, your host. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer, a happy storyteller. Thank you for stopping by at my channel. I've been resourcing and reviewing a book, What on Earth Am I Here For? The expanded edition of The Purpose Driven Life, a book written by Rick Warren, a 42 days daily spiritual guide on the journey of discovering and working in purpose. And we discover that in this book, there are two routes to discovering purpose. It is either through speculation or through revelation. While speculation is centered on guess, men's philosophy and ideologies, doing exactly what others are doing, revelation reveals to you your purpose of creation as revealed in the Word of God. And so we chose the route of revelation, getting to know our purpose through the Word of God. And we discovered that on this journey of discovering purpose through revelation, there is a posture of the mind. And that posture is a gaze away from yourself onto God. And as you start up with such posture, you then find yourself in the first purpose of your creation. And that first purpose of your creation is to bring God's pleasure. And bringing God's pleasure is simply worshiping. And that answers the first two questions. What should be the center of my life? Now, as you begin to flow in this first purpose of creation, you think that's you're exposed to the second purpose why you're created. So become a member of God's family. Then that answers the second C question. What is the community of my life? So you now have a new family where the believers become your family member. And as you're in this family, experiencing life together, you begin to learn the nature of God, which makes it the third purpose why you were created. Character development, created to be like Christ. As you begin to fellowship and learn this character, your eyes and minds are now open to the needs of your fellow believers, which are now your family members. Your eyes are open to their needs and questions like, what would be my contribution to my life? What would be my contribution to life? And then, as you begin to ponder on this, your fourth purpose of creation is open to you, shaped for serving God. According to Dr. Rick Warren, shape is not in figure 8, in 6 parts. It is an acronym for your fourth purpose of creation. The X is for spiritual gifts, the H for heart, the A for abilities, the P for personality, and E for experiences. While your spiritual gifts are not aimed, they aren't work for, they are gifts from God. Your H is your passion, what you yearn after, and that, which is the heart, reveals the real you. Not what people have defined you to be, not the circumstances you found yourself. And then you go to your abilities, your talents, and then your personality, why you act the way you do. Yes. Why you are so pessimistic about life and others are optimistic about life. Why you seem to be so purpose and goal-oriented and driven and others have a carefree life. And finally, your experiences. This sum total of your third purpose, which is your shape, form what you call your message. And your message is your contribution to life, which is the fourth purpose of your creation. You're formed for serving others, which then become your sex. According to Rick Warren, your fourth purpose of your creation is ministry. And in ministry, you have to have a message. And your message is gotten from your sheep. So you cannot walk in your fourth purpose of creation when you've not discovered your sheep. Your sheep has to do with your spiritual gifts, your heart, what your passion lies for, your abilities, your personality, and then your experiences. And this shape is your ministry to the believers. And then you think, yes, I'm okay with this level. No, there's one more purpose why you were created. And that is the final purpose, which is you were made for mission. According to Dr. Rick Warren, while your ministry is your service to the believer, your mission is your service to the unbeliever. And what is mission? It's simply introducing Christ to people. So as you begin to walk in your ship through the discovery of your spiritual gifts, your abilities, your heart, which is your passion, your personality, and your experience, you begin to reveal Christ to people. And then you have successfully unveiled your 5 purposes why you are on earth. And that 5th purpose is the communication of your life. So now you just packed your baggage, you're done with discovering purpose. But there is an obstacle on the way. Remember, I told you in the first book, the author began with the reason why you might not discover purpose and ended with the reason why you may discover purpose and you're not working it. The reason why you may not work in your purpose is the trap set on the way. And what could be the trap? The trap is envy. 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 It's natural for us as humans to admire people, to admire others, their intellect, their looks, their voice, their skills, etc. In fact, it is an art of worship because you are appreciating God's creation. But it becomes a problem and it becomes a trap when you begin to reject yourself, resent yourself, and you begin to wish you are others. And the danger of envy is that it takes you away from the real and makes you want to become other and become another. And why we have 5 general purposes why you're on earth. Everyone is uniquely designed on a path to achieving these 5 purposes. So you are 1 in a million. And so run away from envy like never before. It is good and natural to admire others, but it becomes wrong when you begin to wish you are that person. And so we just successfully sum up this book, What Made Am I Here For? The expanded edition of the Purpose-Driven Life, a book written by Requara of 42 days daily spiritual guide on the journey of discovery and working in purpose. I am super excited right now, basically not really because we've enriched the mind alone, but because we just added another book to our library. How beautiful your room would be with another book added to it. And the book is actually very colorful. Though it's white, the tree there with the color, it's beautiful. And your share will be smiling. It's been a beautiful journey on this route of discovering life's purpose. So my viewers, thank you for your views, for your comments, for your subscription, for sharing the link. Thank you so much. So this officially ends my video for the year. So we'll be reviewing that book next year. So please don't wait to anticipate for the book we'll be reviewing. And if you've not been sharing the link before, endeavor to do so. Enjoy a beautiful celebrations. Enjoy a wonderful celebration. Have a prosperous new year. And until mid-2021, know that I'm still your host, that cast my tongue is the pen of a radio writer, and EBS treasures you so much. Bye.